Fellas, imagine. No. Sit back and imagine yourself in this position. Your girlfriend, who is your baby mama, leaves you for another man, won't let you see your kid, got you on child support. Her new boyfriend and step dummy fucked up the money gambling. They got kicked out of their place. And now she comes crawling back to you with the child, asking for you to let them stay, let them come back and stay, and then make one of the most retarded fuck ass requests ever. What would you do? What would you do? No introduction required. No introduction required. Y'all see the title of tonight's video. Y'all see the title of this morning's video. I mean, no bullshit. One dude is going through that fucking scenario out the gate. And before I go any further, shout out to MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. I'll leave the link to his full video in the comment section. Go check it out. But let's get down to this retarded fuck shit, shall we?
Doozy of a conversation here today where we must get extremely active on it. Title of today's video, woman goes homeless after keeping her child away from her ex. You'll read here on the screen, my baby mama left me for another man and didn't let me see my baby for 2 years. Now that she got put out, she thinks that she's about to come back here, and that is not happening. Now, I will say before we get started in the content that this is the type of karma or instant regret that men wish that all women would suffer if that woman actively keeps the child away from them. But I will also say that it's just a terrible situation because inevitably the person or the people that suffer the most is the children. And for that, we must have this conversation.
That I do agree. The children are innocent. They didn't chose that decision. Their retarded fuck ass baby mama did. Let's continue.
Let's get active on it. Let's go.
No, y'all can't stay here. If you leave me for him, you thought he had it all. Now you lost everything y'all had, gambling, right? And you told me I can never see my baby. Now you want to bring him back around? Now you talking about you need a place to stay? It's not happening. I'm not.
Okay, me and my boyfriend come live with you.
No, it's not.
Bitch, are you for real?
No, seriously, is she for real? She's gonna stand there and ask him, can both her, the child, and her new boyfriend stay with him? And keep this in mind, fellas, this is the same new boyfriend she left him for, kept the child away from him for 2 years. And she has the absolute gall to come back and ask him, oh, can my new boyfriend stay with you? Bitch, are you fucking retarded? What has got in her head thinking that, it's cool. Yeah, your new boyfriend can also stay with us too. Oh, dude, like, fuck that shit. He ain't no, and let's just say this. We all know for a fact that this dude right here is no goddamn cuck. Because this is what she's asking for. She's asking him to be a cuck by letting her new boyfriend stay with him. Are you for real, ma'am? Shoot, under normal circumstances, any any dude in this situation will get their asses. Any dude in this situation will cuss her ass out, making such a request. But but let me not go on a rant. Let's continue.
Stop playing with me. That'll never happen, boy. I don't even want my son here. I don't want to do with y'all. I told y'all that a minute ago. Look at, I don't care about none of that, bro. You go sleep outside for all I care. Didn't you leave me? Now you want to bring my baby back around. After 2 years, you said I can never see my baby again. You lose your house. Now you want to kick it, bro. Let's tell you.
I'm not trying to kick it. I'm just asking me and my boyfriend.
Ain't nothing going on, like I said, bro. Ain't nothing going on. You bring food to my house, it's gonna be there. I'm not gonna play with you, bro.
So
You can go sleep outside. No, it's a homeless shelter right down the street. Y'all can go over there. I'm not going there.
I'm not going to stay in the homeless shelter. That's why I'm coming to you.
That's what you want.
Girl, you don't have a choice. His house, his rules. If he don't want you there, then get the stepping. Ain't no exceptions. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no ain't no whataboutisms. If he don't want you there and that's his place, he makes that decision. And there's nothing you can do about that. Let's continue. After all, you chose to leave him for a punk ass boyfriend who doesn't know how to handle money and got your asses kicked out. No, I have no sympathy. And no, I don't have sympathy for you, ma'am. This is the decision you chose. You chose to break your family, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, and now the weeds and bald spots in the lawn is starting to show. Let's continue.
That's what you gonna have to do because you ain't coming up here, bro. You lucky I allowed. No, you lucky I allowed you to come get some of my heat, bro. Oh, what about y'all? Tripping, bro. You told me, no, stop. No, get back over there.
So the baby can't stay here?
Huh? No, can't nobody stay. I'm not gonna lie to you. Get you keep my son away from me, can't nobody stay.
That's got to have nothing to do with him.
Shit to do, got everything to do with him. It ain't me, bro. You kept my baby away from me, bro.
So it don't even matter.
When I was down in my lowest, I couldn't even see my son. Now you wanna bring me? No, I'm starting over. My new girl pregnant, I'm starting over. No, y'all can't stay.
She said, Kim.
It all makes sense now. Since you abandoned ship, another one took your place. And no, I can't blame him. I can't blame him for moving on and finding someone new. I can't blame him for that. And what's more, fellas, as you heard it, she left him at his. Not only did she left him at his lowest when he needed her the most, but then kept this child away from him. Single mother by choice. The least respected. Let's continue.
Me and my new boyfriend stay in the crib. Man, you got me all the way French toast up. Nevertheless, call me a deadbeat if you want to, but I 1,000% agree with this young man. The thing is that she thought that she can utilize the kids as leverage to get back at him, be a pawn in her emotional manipulation, be able to move on within her life. And the moment that her life comes to a point of struggle, of turbulence, now she wants to utilize that child as a manipulation tool to get back into a better place. The only thing that...
Yep, that pretty much sums it up right there. And you do got single mothers out there that will use their children as a bargaining chip against their father. Which is just downright fucked up. Damn shame. Let's continue.
Disagree with the young man with is the outright denial or dismissal of at least the child living with him. But I understand his feelings because I know, and we all know that the child is just being utilized as a pawn. So it's not an indictment on the child via rejecting the child. What it is it's an inability to allow her to continue to manipulate and gaslight him. This man.
Facts. And yeah, I will agree with MTR's sentiments as well. And yeah, I mean, think about it. Let me put myself in this position. Here's what I would have did. As far as Uncle JD is concerned, my kids can stay. My kids can stay. But your ass got to go. And you had the absolute nerve to ask me, can your punk ass boyfriend can also stay as well? That same punk ass boyfriend of yours you left me for? You got me all the way fucked up. And rather, I resent you even more for even making such a retarded fuck-ass request. Like I want that same motherfucker up in my house after he broke up my goddamn family. You and your punk-ass boyfriend can get to stepping. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'll take care of my kids, but y'all got to go. Oh, and another thing. Don't look at this shit as harsh because you kept our kids away from me for years. Now it's my turn. Now it is my turn to have my kids to myself now since you decided to do it. And yeah, I will take care of my responsibilities as their father. And that's how I would have done it. But that's just me. That's just me and that's just me and how I would do it. Some would agree, some would disagree. Hey, to each his own. Let's continue.
Has fought for his family before, but y'all ignored him when he was down and out. And to be honest, the real question here is, why do these men have to fight for their children, have to fight for their families? But his man fought all that he could, and then inevitably, he found himself a new family. He said his girl now is currently pregnant. It sucks, but I understand exactly where the man is coming from.
Same here. As I said, she abandoned her post. Someone else took over. And now she's expecting to board the same ship that has sailed years and years ago out the gate.
And even if he accepts the firstborn to live with him, then the woman still can exact control over him. And obviously he's not having that. I would not accept this situation at all unless I can take 100% custody. I don't want your thoughts in this at all because you've already proven exactly who you are. But no matter how much I talk about it and the G's on this channel agree with me, ain't nothing going to change until the women start holding other women accountable for keeping their baby away from the man.
The moms.
And before any of these bitches catch feelings over what MTR said, remember, ladies, y'all are the same ones trying to tell men to hold other men accountable. But y'all will also be the same ones who don't want to hold other women accountable. Oh, that's right. Y'all believe that there's exceptions to that rule. No, it doesn't. It goes both ways. But let's continue.
Withhold their children from the dads who want to be there. To you ladies, for the women who withhold their children from the fathers who want to be there, shame on you. There are plenty of men who are begging, almost pleading with the court system, with them, to see their children. Yep. And you're withholding a child from their father.
Because of your feelings and because you're freaking a psycho.
And you can't let go of the fact that that man don't want to be with you. That is not your child's fault. That man wanted to let that thing go. Let your child have their father and support them, whether it kills you or not inside. As long as your child.
You hear, y'all, you hear that? You retarded fuck ass simps who wants to cape and pander for single mothers out here? Don't y'all hear this shit? Yes, even the women agrees with the statement. And no, Uncle JD ain't saying this shit for nothing. I'm saying it because it is actual fact. Single mothers by choice who keep their children away from the father, not giving them a chance to have that responsibility and play the role of the father, are the least respected. Nobody respects them. That was a life they chose. That was a life they chose. They chose to break their happy home. They chose to divorce their husbands willingly with no fault through his own. They chose to separate their children from both parents. Now everybody wants to cry, bitch, and complain because we telling it exactly how it is. Well, guess what? All you crying ass motherfuckers who have a problem with us pointing this shit out. Facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. They chose the life, and that's the life they have to live with. Let's continue.
Safe. He's fed. He comes, or he or she comes back clothed. You know what I mean?
Well, why would you want to be with someone that don't want you?
First off, give a round of applause to the lovely young ladies in this video right here. Continuing to question status quo in the face of insurmountable negative press when it comes to being a man and a father in society as it exists today, even when men more often than not cannot utilize the government at the same rate within these family court situations. It's just special to see women creating platforms to talk about the truth. But the young lady asked a beautiful question at the end there. Why would you want to be with someone that don't want you? And to be honest, man, it ain't got nothing to do with being with the other person. It's just revenge. They want to see you in misery. They want to see you in pain. And the best way that they can do that is with something that you helped to create. They want to destroy something that you love. The same way that they try to bust out windows, keep car, flatten tires. It's the same thing. They can't physically hurt you, so they want to mentally or emotionally break you down. And I think it's important for the
out the gate. It's just like that saying goes. If they can't kill your dreams, they'll try to assassinate your character. Do anything to downplay you and embarrass you. Or in this situation, they know for a fact that like a mountain, you can't be moved. So what would they do? They will try to use the child against the father. And this is what I meant. And this is why I meant what I said when it comes to these single mothers by choice. What do they do next after the fact? They tried to make the father look like he's a deadbeat dad. Try to make him Try to make it look like he's abusive. Try to make him look like he's negligent. When this whole entire time, the only thing they are doing is keeping their child away from their father. And yes, some will go a good portion of them will go to such great lengths to paint themselves a victim of their own foul play. So at this point, just about nobody ain't trying to hear what these Sims, Panda Bears, Captain Sabums have to say. Out of each and every single mother on that totem pole, single mothers by choice is always at the bottom. In fact, they are separated from the other single mothers. Widows, we got sympathy for. We understand that we understand that the situation was unavoidable. Abusive, same thing. But if they choose to be one, then there's no hope for them. Let's continue.
G's on the channel to understand that is that you might have an emotional reaction to what she's doing, but once you understand the place that it comes from, it helps you to compartmentalize how to react or respond in these different situations.
Why do women keep children away from their fathers? If the man was good enough to lie down with and make a child, why, when the relationship dissolves or things don't work out between the woman and the man, then the man isn't good enough to be around the child? I know there are some legitimate reasons, but in most cases, it's because relationships resolve and there's animosity. But what is your why?
Let's go through some of the comments on this video to see what the audience thought about. All right. Let me also make the screen a little bit bigger for y'all so y'all can see it. All right. First one at the top says, maybe because they fear the father would become the better parent than them. It's really shocking.
Facts. So basically, it's them. So basically, if that's how they feel, then they really need to check their insecurities here. It's not about trying to be a better parent. It's not about, from experience, it's not about being a better parent than their mother. It's about oh my God. It's about accepting, executing, and fulfilling their role as the other parent. It's about responsibility. This shit is not a competition. Let's continue.
Shocking to me when you look at the numbers of the results of children that come from single mother homes as opposed to single father homes. Oftentimes, the results of two-parent households is synonymous with single father households, which would go against the thinking of the power of motherhood, and then also a lot more women receive a lot more support for the positions that they are in than men. Nancy says if he can't see his children, she don't need to see his money. Actually, also reminded me of that Kendra G video I did not too long ago. And she had 3 kids, 3 baby fathers. And then when Kendra asked her about child support, she said something like, run me my money. The thing is that some of them go into this situation knowing, which is why I tell my...
I might react to that video too. So stay tuned just in case.
Jesus, just wrap it up. Don't prioritize the short-term gratification of you finishing your nut over the long-term implications, because She, although will have the consequence of time robbed from her from a raising of child perspective, she will also have access to your pockets because you have no choice at the point of conception, whereas she does and may utilize the state on top of that decision to take money out your pocket. And I've seen far too often that money being utilized on things other than for the child.
It's my child support to get my nails done. I get my nails done with my child support check, and this week it was only $23.96. Should I call my baby daddy and ask him where's the rest?
I remember I had a video about a month ago about child support, and these women in the comments were fighting for their lives, arguing me up and down that women do not take child support money and spend it on themselves. They were saying that these women don't even get enough money from child support to even spend it on themselves.
Shout
Well, well, dude, those last two women, the last two women that were on, just showed us all that they are full of shit when it comes to that claim. I spend my child support money to get my nails done. But we don't spend the child support money on ourselves. In fact, there's not enough child support money for us to spend on ourselves. And once again, the contradictions write themselves. Let's continue.
to the internet. Because you're around, you give them the opportunity to just rat on themselves. Time and time again, baby.
There are two ladies right there who take their child support money and spend it on themselves. What does child support money have anything to do with you getting your nails done? How is that beneficial to your child? You getting your nails done with the child support money is going to help you find a stepdad or something? Even if that was the case, that's still not beneficial to that child.
And those would be the same ones. Those would be the same ones looking for a step dummy to come in and take care of them financially, or they'll hit up their family or their friends for money because they spent the child support money on themselves instead of getting what's necessary for the child. Food, clothes, shoes, all that shit. So they'll spend the money on themselves, give the children what's left of it, but when their necessities run dry, then these will be the same ones going out looking for someone else to support the cost of their living. Fuck out of here. Let's continue.
Like, what are we doing here? Besides taking money from the man, and that's life expense money. You're going to spend it on whatever you want to, and it don't have to be on the child at all. This is why the United States should regulate what that money is spent on.
Yeah.
But they could give glass. They don't care about your child.
Mm-mm.
They care
about the child.
Taking that money out of that man's pocketing some for them, and then giving you some.
Title 4D, baby.
Like child support, that's like $1 billion corporation.
Yep.
That's just another way of the United States getting in them pockets.
Yeah, it's a way to monetize your seed. They've tricked you into thinking that all you think about every couple of seconds is sex, and you don't have self-discipline. You can't hold or control your seed. So they monetize it. Your seed. They make more money off of your seed than what you make money off of your seed. Isn't that crazy?
Definitely crazy, man. And this is the reason why, as he stated before, child support should be regulated. And boy, not only do they don't like it, but the government don't like the shit either because it's fucking up with the cash flow. But we don't give a fuck. The fact of the matter is, where is that money going? Is it going to the child or children? Or is it going directly towards the baby mama and what she wants? Okay then. But I'm going to stop it right here. Again, shout out to MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. If y'all want to watch the full video in its entirety, I'll leave the link in the comments section. Go check it out. Tell them JD Miles sent you. But man, this shit is crazy. You'll leave your baby daddy for another man to be a step dummy, and when the step dummy wastes all the money on gambling, and they get kicked out. Now they want to not only does she wants to return with your child, but she also wants her man that she would now to stay with you. Get the fuck out of here, out the gate. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch later.